We're here with Chicago Sky head coach Teresa Weatherspoon. Well, Coach, you've mentioned before that this game has given you so much, from the people, the opportunities. It's now brought you here to Chicago. What does it mean to you to get the chance to lead this WNBA organization?
Well, it's a seat that you've worked so hard to get to, but when you look at the young women who are assembled on this team, it's exciting. It's exciting to be a part of their lives, part of their growth, their development, and to build something special here.
You are one of the fewer former WNBA players to now be a head coach in the WNBA. How do you think that experience as a former player will help you here in Chicago?
Well, you know the history of it all. You know where you want it to go. I mean, because it started with us from the very beginning of how we understood the magnitude of it all, to get it to a place where the world thought it was good enough for our young ladies who were dreaming to do the very same thing that we were, for them to live their dream. So it was big at the time for us as well, but right now it's about continuing to build what is happening in women's basketball and to build it, to continue to have the eyes upon us. So it's huge to come back to the W and once playing in it and now being able to coach in it.
You are one of the original WNBA players. What is it like to see the growth that this game has experienced overall?
That's exactly why you played it. You know, there were so many things that you were playing it for. Of course, you got between the four lines and everyone was fighting for wins and championships. But when you think about it all, being new in it, you wanted it to grow. You wanted it to gain ground, and you wanted to see where it is today.
You're also bringing NBA experience here, as the last few seasons you spent as an assistant coach with the Pelicans. How do you think that NBA experience will shape your coaching philosophy now?
It was a great experience for me. I was under some good head coaches in Stan Van Gundy and Coach Gentry were great for me to grow my development in it all, and trusting and believing who I am and pushing me to be even better every day, and then have an opportunity to work with such incredible talent that's there in the Pelican uniforms. They're amazing talent, and I had an opportunity to share my experience and to help them to grow as young men. And all they wanted, didn't matter. They didn't see me as a female. They saw me as a coach who could help them get better. And that was basically all they wanted, is to see if that was possible from me to them.
I know you were close with Zion Williamson. What does it take to really cultivate great relationships with players, and how important is that?
You just said it best. It isn't about the X and O's. The X and O is going to be easy. It's going to be simple as long as your message is clear. But the relationship is so important. What makes them go? Why do they do what they do? It makes a tremendous difference in the relationship that you'll have, and then to be able to coach them, because you can come from a very difficult position sometimes and have some of the most difficult conversations, because they trust that you want nothing but the best for them, because you took time out to find out who they are and why they do what they do.
You are a WNBA legend, an Olympian, Hall of Famer. You even won a national championship in college. You've won at every single level. What goes into winning at the highest level?
Preparation. You know, it's a mindset. It's the will to want to win, and it's not just about that word. It's about what you're putting in that word. What do you put into your work to prepare to be about winning? It's the process. Can you be about the process? Because sometimes it can be very difficult, but do you stay with the process and trust and believe in who you are and what you can become? And that's the way I live my life.
This is your second head coaching gig, your first in the WNBA. What kind of foundation do you want to build here at the Sky?
Well, it's important for us to have an incredible culture. And the culture, when you see our young women, there it is. There it is. It's about people are your culture. And the young women that we have on board, I think we're in pretty good shape.
We saw a pretty star-studded WNBA draft last week. You guys had 2 picks in the top 10, Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese. What excites you most when it comes to working with those 2 players?
If you've ever really watched them, they compete. They compete at all costs. They want to win. Come from winning programs. They're coached very well. And I like it because they come in with a tremendous amount of belief in themselves, knowing what they can do, but also they also understand the little things that they must be better at. And when you have that, you know they'll buy into to become even better than what they are now.
What can fans expect this season when they come to a Chicago Sky game? I mean, we've already seen the ticket sales go up for you guys.
Well, we're thankful for that. We're thankful for the eyes that are upon our league, upon our players. We just want people to come and enjoy the work that we put in to give a show, to entertain, to do the right thing by representing the city, by doing the right thing by representing the uniform in which we have on. But just look for us to be exciting, and look for us to just play the game in the right way and playing it together.
My last question for you, what are your impressions of Chicago so far? Have you had a Chicago-style hot dog, deep dish pizza?
Had a little bit of pizza. I'm really one who just stay locked in.
Awesome.
For Chicago, here we come.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this season.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.